Hey guys, welcome back to Sparks and Recreation. This is part 3 of getting the Sambar up and running. We actually have a plan. We found out what was going on with the other motor, and we're going to show you its replacement here in just a second. So we bought this thing about 2 months ago at this point, and it's been nothing but struggle. When we went to go check it out, it fired right up for me. It ran for about 20-30 seconds, so we thought we were good.
Yeah, on everything?
But upon further inspection, it's a good thing that we didn't end up using this motor anyway. So there's 2 stages of how this thing was built. The original company that built it for the show, and then somebody that yanked out what was in it, and then cheeseballed this motor in. So when we actually took measuring tape and everything to this was at like a 20-degree angle. The belt would have never even stayed on, even if we did get it running. It took this original motor mount system, they notched it out and had bed frame with like the most crappy booger chicken shit weld you've ever seen in your life. To take the motor out, all we did was hit it with a hammer twice and it fell out. So that probably was not even going to work, even if it was in there. So let's talk about some solutions. Solutions, guys. And this thing's interesting is because that was a 600cc Arctic Cat engine. Cool, awesome, should be pretty fast. We wanted something to turn a few more R's, maybe make it a little faster, so we picked up. A friend of mine, Joey Bristol, shout out. He says if we shout out that he sells stuff on Marketplace, that he would do a crazy deal on this. I picked it up for just about nothing. This is a 600 triple and non-EFI, so we don't have to deal with the high pressure fuel pump. We don't have to deal with any of that bullshit. So what we're doing currently is yanking out the original exhaust system, which sucked. Yanking out the original engine, which sucked. Yanking out the original kind of motor box that they had put in here underneath the back seat. Taking out any wiring that we don't actually need. So Bill just rewired all the lights and everything, make sure they all work, so we can run it off from the lighting stator off from this 600 triple. And this thing rips. Of course, Bill started yanking it apart before I got a chance to actually get a video. I know that it runs and drives, but we didn't get a video of it because Bill wanted to get ahead and get on this. And what's kind of cool is since we have it apart, I'm gonna kind of show you guys the suspension system that this got going on under here. So it's actually fairly legit. It's not like a 4-link or anything, but it's in there. And we also figured out what was wrong with the differential. It kind of has like a neutral gear, and it was actually just stuck in that. It probably popped into that when I towed it down the highway when I wasn't really supposed to. This is where the gas tank is supposed to be. We might be changing all of that, and Bill wants to reuse this air duct to actually direct air into the radiator. That is liquid cooled, which is awesome. And yeah, she's most likely gonna rip. Hopefully we'll have it up and running within the next couple weeks. We have to get some custom motor mounts built. So the problem with that triple is it sits a lot higher and it's wider, so to make it so that works, the seat box needs to be widened and the motor mounts need to be raised up a bit. So we're gonna send some dimensions out, get a couple of motor mounts built, so then we can weld everything in, and then that has some adjustability. So when we figure out the belt situation, if it's too light, or too tight, too loose, crooked, we can adjust all that and make it work. And for anybody that's like, oh, you're hacking this thing up, dude, this is how hacked up it was before. It's not in any way original. It's never going to be in any way original. We just want it to go fast. So that's the plan. Also, this is a little bit further detail than I really want to tell everybody right now, but we're in the talks with Rutledge Wood. He responded, they remember building this, he remembers the vehicle, and we're supposed to keep him updated as we go. And some of you are going, why not run the 600? You had it running. Well, upon further inspection, when we actually got on a lift, got it home, got this Bill rigged up an awesome starter system, so it actually worked. But look at this jug. See that crack? I can't run this motor anyway, it's no good. Well, we would have to tear it apart and rebuild it anyway, so let's get rid of the EFI that's giving us a problem. We had it running a little bit when we hooked up the starter and everything, but then we lost spark, chased the ECU, couldn't figure out the ECU. Screw all that. Let's just go old school. Yes, you're gonna have to have a pull start, but it'll be worth it because this thing's awesome. Alrighty guys, that's the update on the Sambar. I know it's been a little bit, so some of you probably are like, who cares? But we are making progress on it, and I'm hoping within the next couple weeks it'll be up and running.